Alrighty, guys, we will be right back with the next game. Everybody, welcome back. We are in the second set right now. We have Yakuza killing as the nurse on Bad Ham Preschool. We got Franham right now. So, Chungus, let me ask you real quick, man. Knowing that you're Yakuza and you have to win this set, what's your mindset coming in here, man? What are you thinking about, especially with a strong killer like this? And look at the perks. We have Force Hesitation in as well, too.
I think I'm going to kind of back up a bit, and I think I would probably hold choke. So we know that everybody spawned here, right? So he's got 3 generators that are corrupted, and he knows they're on this side. So I'd kind of back up a bit, hold the middle of the map, and I'd try to see if anybody's crossing. I was just going to wait a little bit, be a little patient, but he's going to take a different approach. Fran's going to try to maybe see if he can't catch somebody off guard, maybe somebody who's stealthing in maybe a tough position, and then he's going to try to pressure them early. But it looks like they already crossed, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I think you kind of want to hold mid a bit and be a little more patient, but now he can kind of bounce back, he can recover, look for somebody maybe on an active generator, and he's going to try to check on the 2 floor and see if he can't find somebody.
Yeah, and right now the survivors are playing really well. They're trying to wait out Corrupt Intervention because they know that the pressure that the nurse can put, very quick downs here. So if they can wait out Corrupt Intervention, you know, and not get no downs, that's just a wasted perk right there. We know that the Felix is on a generator right now, but does get off of it because he hears them doubling up right here, man. We got Zeisty over here. Wow. I mean, they did good, like you said. They crossed the choking point that the nurse was trying to hold on them.
And yeah, survivors, I think preferably what we would like to do, he's getting chased here over in the corner of the map, which is kind of what he has to work with. But if you were to get chased by a nurse, you would like to be in some sort of building just because you're blocking a lot of her LOS on you, or you're going to be able to work with different kinds of floors. So with nurse, if you want to blink somebody close, you need to look down. And when you do that, you run the risk of maybe blinking to the bottom floor. So that's kind of what you want to use against her. But it looks like he's just going to die far away from gens, doesn't want to be anywhere near his teammates, so that way they can put on a little pressure and get some stuff done.
Yeah, and like, you know, when you said about the line of sight breakers, when you're playing the nurse, you don't blink blindly, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you just can't because you're wasting your blinks and wasting time, and survivors are able to make a lot of distance here. We did see our first gen pop in as well, too, and we already see the Ada here. Let's see how they continue here.
Ada choosing to go maybe over to the 2-story. I think that was a good decision. She doesn't want to show herself to the nurse because it's going to make her job a little more difficult. And if she chooses to blink, she has to kind of guess on it. Well, is he going to be on the top floor? Is he going to be on the bottom floor? He's looking around maybe edge map, maybe trying to see if somebody was maybe lurking. Didn't get to get any kind of visual though. He's going to maybe try to protect this hook. Maybe make him make a 1-for-1 and get another pain res. Playing a little more defensive.
Now, I don't know if you know this, Chungus, but does Force Hesitation, don't you have to hit a basic attack for that to proc, or does it not matter? Like, you can use a special attack, right?
I believe it's a basic attack, but I could look into that.
Okay, all right, we see another gen pop in. We see the Ada coming in for the trade here. Maybe has, let's see, she does have Deliverance and has Unbreakable here. Okay, we'll see.
So whenever a survivor is put into the dying state, by any means, all the survivors within 16 meters of them suffer from a -20 hindered effect. So it actually doesn't matter.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure because we know the recent nerf well, it wasn't recent, but the nerf that they had on the nurse, where, you know, her special attacks now with her blinks.
Yeah, with sloppy and stuff.
Yep,
yeah.
all that, and no ed, everything. All right, we are going to see a fresh hook on the Ada here.
Yeah, so I can see that being a good call here. So anytime somebody's going to go for a save, the hindered effect, you're going to get like no distance against nurse. She could probably just get mad pressure that way.
Yep.
And we're seeing that. She's got 2 hooks now.
Exactly. And it does come in handy. I've seen it used many times in the tournaments because you're so slow that you're able to take a hit, and then like it just like even with the nurse, you're able to blink right on top of them, and there's nothing that they can do about it. So they have to play careful, and now they know that she has it, so they're going to be playing really safe here. Now the Ada does have Deliverance, but they got her off, and they did get her off, yeah. Okay, let's see how they continue.
We're down to 3 generators. Somebody's dead on hook. He's holding on, making sure that his teammates have just a little more time. Ada's injured. We have 2 healthy survivors. Looks like they might. It looks like they're trying to save. Maybe.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to because they have 4 other people. We have 2 people working on this generator here. 1 on the hook. She's gonna have to go for the save unless they're gonna let him die. I don't know, because right now nobody's going for the save here.
It seemed like there was a little push and pull. It looked like he was maybe asking his teammates. He's like, oh, are we saving this or are we letting him die? So he was moving in case they did say we were going for it. But I think they decided against it. And they were like, no, I think we're gonna play the safer route. We're just going to get gens done. Which is probably the better call. I think you just kind of want to get a little more pressure on gens here. And then, because if you go in and you just give up another pain res, probably.
Right. Well, let's see here. We're gonna see a death on the on the survivors here. Gonna be another 2 points. Killers are at 10 points so far right now.
It's a good double back from Fang. That was good. Ada choosing to heal. So the game's kind of reset. We did lose a player, but we have all 3 survivors healthy and getting back on generators. So the pressure is on Nurse now. So earlier, it was on the survivors a little bit. She had the pressure on the hook. She had somebody injured. This was good. But now the game's kind of reset. So she needs to decide, well, am I going to commit to this chase on Fang and I'm going to try to get this down early? Or maybe I'm going to try to go back over gens. But I think she wants to commit here and maybe get a pain res.
Yeah, I mean, they made a good decision here. They got 2 gens left, and, you know, they're just really good pressure here. We have Ada on the solo gen here, and then we have the Felix right here at the back of the preschool. Let's see how they continue here. Is this going to be a pain rest stack? Let's see. Oh, no, they already used the pain rest stack. I'm pretty certain.
Something else too is great. Pain res is one of the arguably the best perks that you can get for slowdown in this game. But sometimes on a map like Springwood, you can really kind of get ruined by RNG. So like you can maybe pick up somebody like here. You found Fang in the corner, but all of your hooks potentially could have been on the other side of the map. But you was pretty fortunate enough to find one here on the back corner.
Yeah, because that's why sometimes you see killers run agitation because of the RNG. They don't because imagine if you get a bad RNG to where the survivors where you're chasing them at and you're downing them and there's no scourge hooks, you're literally it's another useless perk. And it does happen sometimes. Like you said, a map like this that's a lot bigger, it can happen. So thankfully they were able to get another pain res hook here. It didn't do too much too. You also have to worry about that too, because if you get a down and get a let's say the generator is barely being progressed and that one gets hit with it, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter here, but we'll see.
Looks like Felix is trying to lurk and see if he can get an opening to get the save safely. He doesn't want to get injured because if he goes for that pull and gets tagged, he's going to apply forced hesitation, and then there's going to potentially be 2 downs because the person who got pulled is not going to get very much distance. So just going to let him have second. They're going to let Ada get a little more time pushing a generator, and they're going to try to see if they can't get a little more progress completed.
They go up here and check the solo gen here. Hears that it's almost done. She knows that the survivor is right around the corner. That gen was almost ready to pop. And they are going to go for the on-hook here. And probably go for the instant reset. Wait a second. Ada almost got caught. Oh, she did get caught here. Very nice play from the nurse to check around. But misses her blink, and that is not good. Going to break line of sight here. Oh, unfortunate here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was bringing up earlier, is that if you use these houses, you can kind of get Nurse to have a tough time using her blink on you because you can get caught on little things around the inside of the map, or you can get caught on maybe when you're trying to look around a corner, and we saw that there.
Oh, wow, barely almost misses that hit there. You know, Yakuza is trying their best here. I mean, they have it set up. They could win this set, and we can go into a tiebreaker here. But the survivors are going to try to finish this gen here. Let's see. What do we have? Felix decides to lead the solo gen here. Puts Blast Mine on it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait a second.
Let's go for a body block.
It was enough. It was. Wow. That's very nice here. Just wasting a little bit more time. But still able to get the double blink, though.
If he managed to get the distance, he managed to get away, that actually I think would have been pretty effective because he knows he's going to be hooking there, but he knows he has a lot of progress on that gen, and now he's no longer able to pressure. So if it were to get the distance he needed to make it to the other side of the map, then that would have been great, but he wasn't, unfortunately, so now we're kind of stuck back in the spot. Let's protect his generators again here.
Wow. We'll see, man. Honestly, like, it's going back and forth here. They got to be careful, though, because, you know, one is injured, and they do have 2 gens being very close to being done. Okay, we are seeing the Felix here resetting himself, which is really good. Takes a little bit of pressure off now. Well, let's see if they decide to go for the on-hook, or they're going to let her die and try to finish another generator, which they will, unless the nurse decides to pressure them. No. Just looking around, trying to see if they can find a survivor going for the on-hook here, but doesn't. All right, we see another gen.
Play now, assuming they don't get the save, I think you need to have each survivor on each kind of part of the map to just stall as much time as you can. So if someone were to get caught and somebody was pushing them on the other side of the map, the nurse can't just immediately go to you. She has to have a little bit of time to blink down the other side to give you time to stealth and maybe go back for the player who goes down, or to maybe just have time to pop a gen. Which they do decide to let him die, so I think these 2 need to split up, play slow, and just play patient. I think patience is the name of the game now.
I agree with you 100%. now there's 2 people left with 1 generator. If they play this right, they might be able to get this last gen done. But if they don't, it could be a 4K at 1 generator. She does find the Felix here. And let's see how this chase goes. This one's going to be very important. Ooh, nice balance landing.
Praxis BL, he's using the building again, just making it hard for Nurse to blink. If we can play these buildings, it makes it tough for Nurse because for one, she can't see, but 2, whenever she goes to blink on you, if she's close to, she has to look down, and then she runs the risk of going to the bottom floor. So, not able to find Felix quite yet. Looking around, she knows he's close.
Oh, wait a second. Let's see if she finds him.
My man's looking like Snake right now.
Oh my god, almost missed him here. Needs to hurry up and finish this chase now, like as soon as possible. Okay, does have a stack of pain res. Let's see what they decide here. I don't think they're gonna be able to make it in time before this gen pops here.
Solid Snake Felix, almost getting away with that one. She might actually get this. This is close. Maybe. It depends on the RNG.
Oh my god.
Was it it?
Yeah, she got it. She got it. Oh my goodness, we're talking seconds, guys. Seconds here. That's the difference between this being a 4K at 0 gens or a 4K at 1 gen. They're not gonna be able to finish this gen now. All the Nurse has to do is find this Fang right here, and it's gonna be a 4K at 1 generator. Well, let's make sure that Felix does not have Deliverance. This is gonna be a cat and mouse game.
Yeah, if that hook wasn't pain res, I think she maybe got that done. That was a big difference.
Yep. And does find it here. Wow.
Fang's gonna have to make a hell of a play.
Yep.
Okay, so we're choosing to use the building here first. Wants to maybe try to throw her off. Maybe gonna double back inside.
Takes the hit here.
Nurse gonna try to cut him off. Doesn't want him to get the pool for free. Fang is not gonna be able to get the save.
Yep, GG's. That's gonna be a 4K at 1 gen here.
They almost had it too. Close.
Yeah, it was really close. If literally there was a difference between just a few seconds. If Felix could have lasted 2 more seconds, they would have been able to pop that last gen. But unfortunately, was not able to, and that pop came in. I mean, Pain Res was able to come in very clutch here. So it is going to be a 28-12 here for the WinCon for 0practice. But yeah, we're going to get set up for the next game, guys. Let's see if 0practice is able to win this set and continue on, or if Yakuza is going to, gonna bring it back, and we're gonna go to the tiebreaker here with the Deathslinger. All right, guys, we will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. We are in the second game of the second set. We have 0practice playing as the Nurse. The WinCon here is 28-12. So all the survivors have to do is finish all the generators. Yakuza does, and then they will be able to take this set home, and we will go to a tiebreaker. Already finding the first survivor pretty quickly here. This might be a quick down. They need to be careful. They want to stay alive as long as they can. They don't want to be too much pressure here. Now, Chungus, if you're 0practice and you're the Nurse and you know the WinCon here, what's your game plan, man?
I think we just stick on Nia. I think our start was already pretty good. You look at the first game, and survivors were taking their time a little bit. They were taking a little bit of time to maybe get to places. They wanted to be in a good position. And we took a little more aggressive approach, and I think this really paid off with the Nurse because we got our hook pretty early. So we're going to apply Pain Res and get the slowdown that we need.
Yep, and agitation is coming into play here just to secure that. No RNG needed for, the thing. Yep, so we do see it. And we saw survivors double working on a gen here, and that's going to go all to waste now because of the Pain Res. Oh, Nurse got stuck here. Unfortunate.
I think the doubling could be a good plan because generally you see, okay, so most games when you're versing an S-tier killer, you want to double a gen because the downs are a little more quicker. So if you can get that generator out before they get the down, and you can deny them pain res. But it didn't work out that way in this case because the down was just a little more quicker than maybe they anticipated. So we get the pool though, didn't happen to get tagged. So now it's up to Nia. She just needs to hold her own, maybe try to run main as long as she can, maybe give the teammates a little more pressure. Still on 5 gens, just need to get a little more gen work, and then we're going to go from there.
Luckily for the survivors here, that Nia didn't go down, because if so, that would deny the Deliverance, because we all know that Deliverance only procs when you get a safe on hook, but obviously that happens here. Trying to waste as much time here. No dead hard, no nothing here. So we'll see how they go here. This is not a bad place to be at, you know what I'm saying? A lot of lineup sight blockers, but we'll see.
I like the use of Now, he wasn't able to win the Palestine, but I still like the use of I think he got a good amount of leverage off of that main building. I think he was able to get, he got his light off, so he got a good amount of distance. He got tagged pretty early, and I think it was a pretty decent chase there. He held his own.
Yep. Now we're gonna see if this nurse is able to get to that gen that's almost done popping. If so, that's gonna be a lot of pressure here with that pop. We did see a gen getting close to being done over here with the Renato here. No, she's not gonna. I don't think they're gonna be able to make it. We'll see.
See Fran lurking on the side. I think he's trying to get before the people play here. He wants to keep. So they're gonna try to FTP get in the pool, and I think he's gonna try to get him to lurk out and maybe high. That's what they need to happen. Nurse is going to try to deny that. She's going to hang out, play a little more defensive on her hook. She's going to let a few gens pop, but she needs to either get this kill or she needs to deny this FTP. So we're going to see. Gets the FTP play, needs to hide. That's the goal for Nia.
Oh, yeah, this is really good here. Got the FTP on there. Deny the tunnel. Does finish another gen and is going to be on the Sable here. This is very good. The survivors were able to make the best out of the worst, out of that bad situation here. We're not going to see a tunnel, you know. And we do see a lot of people.
What the survivors wanted. This is what they needed.
Yep.
Because now, if we notice, the nurse was choosing to hook the survivor who was using decisive strike. So if she chooses to come back and attempt to tunnel on the Sable, it's going to be a real bad situation for her. It's going to be tough.
Especially if the Renato's the one that goes for the on hook, because he has deliverance too. So like if they trade right, she'll still have decisive strike up, and then on top of that deliverance, so survivors will be able to pressure generators here. We're gonna see, and we do see what pop. Yep, we do see pop coming in on this solo gen here.
Yeah, I think that play right there could have been like the make or break for this game. Getting the people off successfully and not getting tagged in the process, I think is a big play on the Surf's part. And they might even get this reset off if they'll make it. It looks like Nurse not coming back to the hook, maybe wanting to protect generators feels maybe there might be a little more pressure. So, but I think she needs to put on the pressure now. She lost her tunnel and they successfully got the heal in time into a servers. That's really tough.
Oh yes, really tough. That was actually really good there. They decided that coming in for that will make it. It's just gonna make it that much harder to get the tunnel off here. Very nice and decisive strike. They might even just save the decisive strike for the next time, you know. But we'll see here. Yeah, I would. I'd miss it purposely so that when the nurse doesn't expect it. All right, let's see the gen progression. Okay.
Chooses to use the DS. Just maybe wanting to stall a little bit longer. She's going to try to use some of these fences in the little bar in her shack there to just block her from seeing the position.
Ooh.
Dodges a blink. That's huge. Nurse going to struggle a little bit just trying to get this down. He's holding this corner and wanting the survivor team to just get as much gen progress and pressure as they can. Chooses to just go to the corner of the map and play the bush. And I think that's a good call. This is kind of what you want to happen.
Yep, all they got to do is pop this generator and they win the set. Because it was 28-12 and they have 12 points right now. They just got to pop this gen, which they are doing right now. They played really well here, you know what I'm saying, with the we'll make it play, the Florida people, and just very nice here, very gen efficient here, and we are going to be seeing a trade here, and the last gen is going to pop any second now. Yep, okay, they did meet the win con here.
Yeah, I think what Nurse needed to do was just kind of protect her hooks a little more. She allowed 2 resets to happen for free, and I think we need to just protect the hook as much as we could to either one, you wanted to secure the kill on red a little earlier so we don't have as much gen progress against us, or if you're going to let them get the pool, you at least want to get a pain res in return. You need to get one or the other.
Very nice here, though, honestly. Yakuza coming back and, you know, bringing life back here because they had to win the set, you know, or it was time to go. So we will be going to a Deathslinger here on Suffocation Pit with 0practice killing first.
Game's not quite over yet, though. Looks like they're trying to maybe. Looks like they were trying to maybe pick up the teammate, maybe shoot for a 3 out, maybe more. He's going to try to go for a few more stages. Doesn't want Chef to get out quite yet. He's going to. Nancy's looking to go pick up their teammates, maybe play a little more slow. Now the game is set in stone, but we're still trying to play for outs. We want to show that, you know, we've come to win.
Yes.
We want to put on a good performance.
Exactly. Always. 100%. Next season, we're going to make it go down to the overall score, too, so that, like, it incentivizes gameplay like this, you know? Because, like, we don't want survivors that when they win the game, you know, like, they get the win con, they just stop playing, like, for fun, you know? And they're just doing it for shits and giggles. We want teams to play throughout the whole thing.
Has Deli in pocket. So even if it goes wrong for the survivor here, Nancy and Chase, if maybe multiple people were to go down, they still just have Deli, so there's almost no way for it to go wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna see the reset here on the Sable. Where's the Nancy at? Oh, Okay, so we do have Nia out here. Nia's death hook. So if she goes down, you know, it's only 2 points for the killer here. Oh, ball. Oh, unfortunately goes downstairs in the basement. That's not what they want to see. We
That's
do
the
see.
blink I was talking about.
Yup. Oh, that's going to be enough to make... Yeah, that she makes distance, I think. Especially if they have the pallet here. She could just drop it and hit it with life. That doesn't matter. The killer's not going to be able to make it. Sable is over here, but all we have to do is... Misses! Wow.
Considering a hatch here?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, look at it. It's going to be...
I think she's just gonna let him have it, and she's gonna shoot for the other side of the map, which is possible. It might be a little hard. Nurse is letting him get mad distance, not choosing to blink here. Walking, he just let him kind of take the map there. I think he could have made a large blink to maybe cut him off. But Nurse is probably gonna be injured here, but now he's so close to the gate, he's gonna run the risk of him maybe getting out. It's possible he could blink on him and shut it down, but yeah. He does get there. Okay, he's able to at least stop friend here from getting out. Gives him a little bit of friendship.
Yeah, a little bit of friendship. A little bit of reassurance right there, too. All right, very nice here. Like I said, we will be going to the tiebreaker set here with Deathslinger on Suffocation Pit. It's do or die for both teams here. I'm actually very excited to see this here. But we will be back with the very next game as soon as teams are both set up to go.